Hey guys, it's Silver, and today we're going to talk about the updates and new information that has been added by the Silph Road from Pokemon Go. Recently, January 16 on 2018, the Silph Road created a Discord group to allow people to join in and gain access to the Silph bot. This bot allows people to eventually, when they're done with it, create events in their community and join events that are happening in Pokemon Go, which currently, today, is Community Day in Pokemon Go. And the details on this Community Day is double XP, lures for, I think they said 3 hours, and as well as a exclusive move assigned to Pikachu, which has shown up constantly to be quite a few. Actually, they are shiny. So now we have shiny Pokemon that is the exclusive Pokemon for this Community Day. Community Day is going to be like monthly, so we will have a Community Day every so month, and each Community Day will allow a new Pokemon with a move. We don't know what the next one will be, but we know today is the Pokemon Pikachu. So, this is where they introduce the Silph Road bot that they have created. It says, this bot just received major stability performances and even feature upgrades. You can now set new configurations with you at Silph Road bot, help, and then set dash config. And that it sets up the bot for your area, your Discord, I think, and your trainer name. And now they've added badges for our community. So if our community, it says, is your community holding a meetup for the first official Pokemon Go Community Day? You now have a special capability. As community leads in the league, you are authorized to award the Silph Road's Global January 2018 Community Day badge to your attendees, Traveler cards, as a meetup. Now this is where things kick off. Silph Road created a new thing called Traveler cards, and those look like that, if I can get that where I want it to be, because I'm hoping that my editing can do that. So these Traveler cards are basically their player profiles in the Silph Road network, and they can show your progress in game, your badges that you've earned in the community, and anyone that you've met along the way. Along with, if you've added anything to the Silph Road as like nest migrations, and it shows your how many times you raid per week, your XP in the game, your total XP, total overall. It shows your team, and it gives you a couple badges, and it tells you like your level out of 40, and how many Pokemon that you have caught in your Pokédex total. And on the silphroad.com, you'll go to the 3 lines in the top corner, and when that shows up, you go down to the bottom where it says Authenticate. You tap Authenticate, it'll bring you to a page where it says Authenticate using Reddit, Google, or Discord. Currently, it doesn't seem that Google and Discord are working in Google Chrome, so you'll have to use a other browser like Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, or I don't remember what it's called since it's been updated. I don't use anything other than Chrome. Then, after you've authenticated and signed in, it will bring you back to the Silph Road page. After you log into the Silph Road, it'll bring you to a page that says, "Hey stranger, you're the new traveler, right? The Silph Road Ranger sent me to make sure you're all set up and comfortable." "What? You never heard of the Silph Road?" "Well, I guess I'll give you the basics. The Silph Road is the name of a worldwide network of Pokemon trainers who've joined together to help everyone. Travelers on the road help new trainers learn the ropes, coordinate for gym battles, and get to know their local players, and even plan on to trade exotic Pokemon from near or faraway places. So if you live in a desert, you can get a Squirtle. Pretty cool, huh? So after you go and read all that, or skip it if you want to, because you just heard me say it. You go down and you hit next. It says, on that next page, it says, hey, you should become an official traveler and help out. That would also let you use the road to get access to Pokemon you're looking for yourself. Want to come with me and get an official traveler card? And then there's an OK button down there, you hit that. And after that, it brings you to the next page. It says, oh, I almost forgot. First, you should let us know what people call you on the road. It should be what you are called on the Pokemon Go app. My traveler name is Jerome. My traveler name is Dromps, by the way. So in that box, you'll put in the name that you use in Pokemon Go, and under that, you need to put your age, because you have to be 16 years or older, or you're gonna get in trouble. And then you hit done underneath there. And after that, if it'll let me through, because I didn't put anything there. After you've put your name in that you use in Pokemon Go, and then you put your age, after that you hit done, and that should bring you to the next page, which is your public traveler card. So it says, customize your traveler card and make it your own. And then it gives you the link to your card. And then under that, it allows you to choose your team, your current XP, which is you tap your name, your profile in Pokemon Go, and you scroll all the way to the bottom, and it should say total XP underneath or next to where it says you joined the game. And then, okay. Then you have the next section, which says About Me. It says, what type of Pokemon Go trainer are you? And this information that you put in there gets put into the card that you are creating. So the only one that they have currently is Backpacker, which is your trainer type. And as you earn more badges, you unlock different types of trainer picture that it puts on your card. And it says, sort your badges by what you'll earn onto the trainer card. There'll be a section on there that has badges, which you should earn one when you join to get your card, and one for Community Day. And I also have one for putting in nest migrations on the Silph Road app, or Silph Road map. So you have that. It tells you to put in your Pokédex count, so when you open up your Pokédex in the game, it says there's a cot and then there's a number, and that's the one you put there. So then it shows playstyle, which is if you're very casual, like play like once a week or once a month or whatever. Then there's casual, which is a little bit more. You play dedicated, which is every once in a, or every, you got dedicated. Then you have hardcore, and then it asks you in the next one your average raids per week. Which is like how many times have you raided in 1 week, and if you constantly do that. Then under that it says your current primary goal, which I'm not sure how important that is, but it could be important to you. It gives a list: increasing my trainer level, amassing rare candy, grinding stardust, grinding stardust, tracking down elusive species, which I guess would be rares, or strong Pokemon like 100% IVs that I know some search for, raiding for rewards, catching raid bosses, hatching eggs, IV hunting, shiny hunting, completing medals, soloing raid bosses, earning gold gym badges, coaching newer trainers, and powering up my Pokemon. Each of those, I wish that you could, select more than just one, but it only allows you to select one. So, out of all that, I chose raiding for rewards because I would like to get more rare candies and TMs. And also, the experience that you get when you also the experience when you beat a raid boss. Now under that it shows social, which is your Discord, Reddit, and Twitter. which they will be adding the Twitter soon. I'm not sure how soon, but they are. Now, underneath that, they have visibility. Like if you want something hidden that you put on your trainer card to be hidden, so you have the option to choose more than one on this one. It says, Traveler cards are public player profile, meant to be shared. But if for some reason you need to go incognito, simply adjust the privacy settings below, where it lists, my Traveler card is publicly accessible, and if you select that, everyone can see it. It says, obscure my username on the Nest Atlas, which is silphroad.com, where you can report nests and migrations of where things spawn. You can hit hide my Reddit username and hide my Silph League Discord memberships, which is after you join the Discord for the Silph League. And after that, you just hit save details, and you're done. And once that loads, you get a pretty old badge. That looks like that. Right there, if I can get that. Now, the one thing people are confused about is the added handshake function. Now, when you go into there, on your trainer card, above that, there's a box that says handshake with another traveler. So you tap that, and it gives this. Now on that, it says, handshakes are a way to show who you've met in person on the road. You, when you meet up, you hit that one that says generate code, and when you generate it, it'll give you a random code when mine decides to work. Now, whenever you hit the handshake button and you hit generate code, it gives you a random code that lasts for 5 minutes. So when you pull that code up, you can use that code for any trainer that comes across, as long as it's within 5 minutes, because it expires after 5 minutes and you have to generate a new one. So when someone else has a code, you go over to the other side where it says enter code, and it says get this code in person from another traveler to handshake. So you get that code in there, and once you handshake with someone, it'll show up in green underneath it that says you've successfully met with, and it shows their username after you handshake with them. But it says down at the bottom, remember, handshakes should be conducted in person only. Travelers found falsifying handshakes will be removed from the network in shame. We believe that if you handshake with someone who, like if you're sitting at home and someone's across the town at some sort of restaurant and you're like, hey buddy, I got my code, take this, give me yours, and we can handshake, and then we can, put that on our card. It doesn't work for that. I think Silph Road has some sort of GPS lock because the phones have their GPS, browsers have GPS location on, and they always can tell where was one code put in and where was the other code put in. So like if you meet up with your buddy and you give them their code and you give them, or they give you their code, but you leave and each of you put the codes in when you're at home, it doesn't count, and you can get in trouble for that. So I probably wouldn't do that, and make sure you put it in when you're next to each other, which would probably be for some of you at Community Day today, or later on when you're going off to do one of those Kyogre raids that are out right now that I constantly cannot catch. So after you've met with the trainers, on the top of your badge, you will get, my phone flipped. After you've met with the trainers, on the card, on the trainer card that you get, there's a spot that says travelers met, and the number of travelers that you've met and done the handshake code with should appear there saying travelers met, and I have 2, but I haven't really done it very much because my Community Day isn't for another 2 hours. Anyway, now, the other thing that people are wondering about is the check-in site. So, for those who have put the Silph Road bot in their Discord, they can add people to the staff for the event or whatever. You do at the Silph Road bot, add dash staff, and then you at the person that you're adding, and the Silph Road can add them, or the Silph Road bot will add them to the list of people who are going to be at the event. But on this, you have the Silph League event check-in, and on it says, there's a box and it says insert 4-digit code. That code is actually your generated handshake code. So you hit the generate on that handshake code, just like we did last time, to meet a trainer. And you put that in there, and you hit check-in traveler, which is down there underneath that. And that should show up in green underneath there, saying this person, their username, has been checked in. And checking into the event for Community Day gives you a badge, which is a little, I want to say hexagon, I think it's a hexagon badge that has Pikachu riding a surfboard on a wave. And that doesn't appear instantly. You have to wait because the event is so big right now and everyone's working on it. The Silph Road is working on the speed of it. And for my badge that I got, that you saw right there, I had to wait 4 hours, a little bit over 4 hours for mine to appear. We're pretty sure it's because there's so many people working on it. But it says, how to check in travelers. It says, open your traveler's card and click handshake. The person who is logged into the check-in page puts their code into that box and then hit the check-in traveler, and that puts them in the thing, and they've been put into the system so that they can get a badge. I don't have any other things for it. Anyway, I hope that helped you guys out, and go catch some shiny Pikachu with Surf, and enjoy the double XP. Silver, out.